Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. Our recitation is from the 31st Pauri of Bhavanakri, composition of the 5th Nanak, Guru Arjan. And the recitation first. Salok Jeh Sadhu Gobid Bhajan, Kirtan Nanak Neet, Na hau na tu ਨਹਿ ਛੁਟੈ ਨਿਕਟ ਨ ਜਾਇਓ ਦੂਤ ਪੌੜੀ ਨਾਣਾ ਰਣ ਤੇ ਸੀਜੀਐ ਆਤਮ ਜੀਤੈ ਕੋਇ ਹਉ ਮੈਂ ਅਨਸਿਉ ਲਰ ਮਰੈ ਸੋ ਬਾਦੂ ਹੋਏ ਮਣੀ ਮਿਟਾਏ ਜੀਵਤ ਮਰੈ ਗੁਰ ਪੂਰੇ ਉਪਦੇਸ ਮਨੁਆ ਜੀਤੈ ਹਰ ਮਿਲੈ ਤਹ ਸੁਰ ਤਨ ਵੇਸ ਨਾ ਕੋ ਆਪਣੋ ਏਕਹਿ ਟੇਕ ਆਧਾਰ ਰਹਿਣ ਦਿਨਸ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਰਹੈ ਸੋ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਪੁਰਖ ਅਪਾਰ ਰੇਣ ਸਗਲ ਈਆ ਮਨ ਕਰੈ ਇਹੋ ਕਰਮ ਕਮਾਏ ਹੁਕਮੇ ਬੂਝੇ ਸਦਾ ਸੁਖ ਨਾਨਕ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਪਾਏ The mind as a battlefield. Nana ranate sije. Success in that battlefield comes about through the conquest of the ego and the winning over of the self, which is the prize. That is essentially the message here, and we will start with the salok. So the Guru says, Jeh Sadhu Gobid Bhajan, Kirtan Nanak Neet. When the mind is in a state of complete inner devotion to the self, Sadhu Gobid Bhajan. Bhajan is in union, in devotion. Kirtan Nanak Neet, praise, glorification. In other words, when the mind is in a state of bhakti, then na hau, na tu, na chuta, nikta na jaiye doot. In that state, the divisions of the ego, the walls of the ego, the divisions between I and you come crumbling down. And the fear of death dissipates. Nikitana jaya doot. Because there, the mind is in an inseparable union with the self. Nachuta. So that is the state of the mind that we need to bring ourselves into in order to win this battle of the mind. So on the battlefield of life, Nana Ranate, because this life, the mind, is a battleground. So on this battleground, it is very rare, it is the rare warrior who wins over the precious self. Atam jite koi. And so the ones that do indeed have that accomplishment, they are indeed praiseworthy. They are worthy of the highest praise because they have tamed the mind. How me anasyo larmare so soba du hoy. Soba, praiseworthy. They are true warriors who have realized the self. Surtan. And then the Guru tells us that the poison of the ego is dissolved, mani mite. Here, money is spelled with a nana, as opposed to sukha money, which is spelled with a nanna, and that makes all the difference. Here, money becomes poisonous, like the poison of a snake. Sukha money with a nanna is the psalm of peace. It's the giver of peace. So the poison of the ego is dissolved when one learns to die to it while alive. So in other words, how do you relinquish the ego while you're going about the business of life? That is done through the solvent of Guru wisdom, Guru Pure Upades. If you have that wisdom, or if you're guided by that wisdom, then you will learn how to be successful in life without invoking the ego. So the people who do that The one who learns to die to the ego while alive, while living, jivat mara, they are justified in wearing their warrior robes, tehsurtanaves, because they have conquered the mind, manua jite, and united with their self, har mile. And now, in that state of mind, no other external support is needed. The only support they need is of that of the self. Na ko jane apno, ikke take adhar. Rehn dinas simrat rahe. Their awareness becomes fixed in the self. And the self is Prabha Purkh Apar. So Prabha Purkh Apar, the self is the light of wisdom, the wisdom of the Supreme Consciousness. So such minds, individuals, are guided by Supreme Consciousness. That is victory on the battlefield of the mind. On that note, until the next time, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.